Hi everyone, welcome back to E-commerce Success by Ad360, the channel that makes you happy, productive and successful. Today we're going to discuss about Shopify themes, how to choose a nice theme for your store, and we're going to discuss a specific question from a Redditor asking, in the case of a single product store, how to choose your theme and what to do. If you like these videos, please smash the like button, put a comment below, subscribe to the channel. Each of these little actions makes a big difference for us because they signal YouTube that you enjoy these videos, that you get value out of them. And each time someone puts a like on the video, YouTube is going to show this video to more people. So it helps us grow the channel, get more visible and help more business owners to accomplish our mission of making business easy, fun and successful. So thank you in advance for doing these little actions. If you don't want to miss any of these videos, you can click on the bell icon to get alerts. Every day I release a new video, so if you click on that, you won't miss any of them. This video is brought to you by Ad360. Ad360 is the easiest way to increase sales in Shopify by managing in one place all your ads, Google, Facebook, mobile apps, and all over the web. Everything in one place, including retargeting, but more on that at the end of the video. Okay, so let's jump right into it. So today we're responding to this user on the Shopify subreddit, and they're asking what theme is the best for a one product Shopify store. So if you're selling only one product, which makes it a bit different because a lot of themes are structured to sell multiple products. They highlight collections. So we're first going to review the theme store on Shopify because a lot of people are not familiar with that. I got the question a couple of times this week about what themes are good or not good, or how to get a theme and how much it costs. So we're going to answer these questions. Spoiler, you can actually get really good nice looking and flexible themes for $0, completely free. So I'm going to show you that. And then we're going to discuss in the specific case of a one product website, what to do. Okay, and so just reading about this, we're going to discuss the cost because so to say they don't mind paying, but they would prefer it to be a one-off payment rather than an ongoing cost. Okay. So let's review. So the first thing I wanted to show you is this. So Shopify has a theme store. So it's called themes.shopify.com. I will put the link in the description below. And so if you're on Shopify, I definitely recommend taking a look here. You have a great number of super cool themes. And here in particular, I outlined specifically, I filtered only the online store 2.0 themes. So 2.0 online stores is something that was released by Shopify last year. And basically it's just a better version of the theme, which allows you to do more things, like having a more flexible page template, more easily move around section, add different types of media content, dynamic content. So I won't go into details today. But a lot of people are not aware that you have these 2.0 themes, which are super cool, super nice looking. They're very fast and efficient. So that's good in terms of SEO, as we've discussed in a few videos this week. And the flexibility that they offer is actually a great thing for the single product website question that this Redditor had. That's why I was thinking of showing you that today. Because if you have a single product store, you want to make some adjustments compared to a traditional e-commerce store. The good thing about these 2.0 themes is they have a lot of flexibility, not only on the home page, but also on any other page of the theme. So you can customize how the pages look, the sections, in what order they appear, which elements you display or not, including on product pages, and that's super important. Okay, let's have a quick look. As you can see, there are many different themes. Some of them are, have bright colors, a lot of images. Some of them are more like classical. Some of them have distinct elements like this date or timer. So you really have, themes for all tastes. So it's really a matter of preference. At the end of the day, you have some very original ones, You have ones that are more colored, more traditional, more discreet, more bright. So it's really a matter of, you know, preference and personal taste. So I do recommend you have a look at all these themes. And now the one thing I wanted to show you is here you can actually select the free themes. So you can filter and only see the ones that are completely free. And you have 6 of them in the 2.0, you know, in the online store 2.0 category, which I just described. And you have even more if you look at all themes. I really like them. I think the 6 of them are very nice in their own way. They all have, you know, a certain personality to them. So I'm sure everybody's going to have different tastes, but basically the 6 of them are really good. And for each theme, Shopify, if you click on them, they tell you for which particular industry it's made. Like here, this one is art and entertainment, but you can also use a theme you like and, you know, use it to sell something else, like you know, fashion or furniture. So you don't have to stick with what Shopify tells you, but they give you an indication which would be helpful if you really don't know where to start. If you have food and drink, for example, this one is particularly adapted, right? So these are great. I'm not going to review them all. I'm going to show you just a few. I selected 3 different themes. So this one I think is the by default one, Dawn. I really like it because it's a good mix between something very visual and something also that's very in the norm, right? There's nothing like extraordinarily out of the ordinary. So if you like things that are, you know, that are neat and classy and that at the same time won't get customers out of their comfort zone because it's just a, you know, normal website that follows all the best practices, all the modern guidelines, as we discussed earlier this week with Des. Des, if you're watching, shout out to you. We discussed about how to present products. You see all products here. They have a slight effect when you mouse over, but it's the same background, same size everywhere, you know, very, and it's like very cleanly organized every time with the title below and the price, which is neither too big nor too small. So everything's very neat with this theme. And you have some more visual elements like big images here, a video and some testimonials. So I like this one. It's, you know, I would say more classical, but if you like, you know, plain and simple and beautiful, elegant at the same time, that's a really good one to get started with. Now, if you have a single product website, what changes should you make? So you'd have obviously to remove things like this where you have a gallery of different products. So here you could highlight just one product. Here you would remove like other things like links to collection, but try and still keep the general spirit. Like don't just have like one product description and then that's the only information you have on the homepage. Try to keep the, you know, the visual aspect because they've been thought in a certain way to marry both, you know, textual elements like this, visual elements, like additional content. So try and replace with other things which are helpful. Like for example, here instead of making the big image link to the collection, since you won't have a collection, you can replace that with a big image showing your product in context. So if you're selling, I don't know, a lamp, you can put a nice, beautiful image of a living room with your lamp in the middle and nice decoration. It could be like this gallery, instead of just putting one product, what you could say is put small images which represents features or benefits of your product, or happy customers faces, you know, testimonials that are visual. That could be a thing. And yeah, and keep the video. That's really nice. So this is how I would do it if I had a one product website with this theme. Let's look at another one. So I like this one as well. So it's usually designed for food and drinks, but anyway, as I said, you can also sell anything with this theme. You don't have to stick with the category that highlighting with this theme. So it could very well be like a shoe or a t-shirt or something like that. But what I like here is you have, in this theme, you have a lot of elements which give information about your brand, your values, how you position yourself. And if you have a one product website, you definitely need to add more content in that regard. Like you need to spend more time explaining what your brand is about, why you chose this specific product, why it's important to have, what are the benefits of that product. So you need more content about this one product than a usual website which sells a ton of product would have, right? So you need to replace and compensate for the fact that you have less product by adding more information, and usually have a lot of educational content and a lot of promotional content like social proof, like reviews, testimonials, ratings like 5 stars and things like that. And we'll see a nice example of that just after. So here, so I like this one because you can, you know, explain the benefit of your product. Here, instead of the gallery, you could just, you know, show different benefits or your product in different settings. So replace that with images. Here, I like that you have a nice visual element where you can use put a motto, catchphrase, or something about your product. Here, again, you have very visual elements. So here, you know, I would use this space to maybe highlight different benefits of the product instead of linking to the categories, or replace that with something else like articles or success stories, case studies, customer stories, things like that. So here you have a nice quote. So this is good. So nice big quote. So that's why I like this template. It might be easier to adapt for a single product website than the first one, just because you already have a lot of these elements that you can keep to talk about your one product. Then you have the product you know, page. So you don't even need to have a dedicated product page. If it's a one product website, I frequently say maybe having everything on the first page, on the home page, might be a good idea to make it, you know, frictionless, right? So everything is one page. If you can convince your buyer that your product is great on that one page, you don't necessarily need them to click on something to go elsewhere and buy. They can just buy right away. And if it's a one product page, I would definitely advise you to display the full details on this page, right? Like you don't need to redirect. I think now it's up to preference. And as I often say, take everything I say with a grain of salt, right? And likewise for all of our so-called experts. At the end of the day, what you should do is what works for you. So make A/B tests, make 2 versions, compare which one works better, and let your customers and your market decide what works best and what they like best. So okay, so but I like again this section. You see, for one product website, I think this taste, so this is taste, I think it's a really good template because there is already a lot of elements which are not collections or galleries of products, but they're more context about your brand, your product, testimonials, articles. So this is, you can use a blog article here which explains in more detail what the product does, how it's being used, and things like that. And here finally you have a bundle section. So this you could remove and replace by testimonials or something else. Or an idea that I have seen in a few one product websites is you can actually keep this idea of bundling up, but adding deals if you take multiple items. So here, for example, you could highlight, what if I buy 2 and maybe 3, 5, 10 products. So sometimes it seems absurd, but if you're selling something, if you're selling, I don't know, a light lamp, some people might want to buy 2 or 4 because they want to put a 1 in each corner of the room, or they want to buy 1 for them, 1 for a friend, for family, as a gift. So you never know, and using this opportunity to suggest bundles and helping people to more seamlessly order a higher quantity is going to help increase the average order value. And this in turn is going to make it easier to run profitable ads or any other method of bringing traffic to your website, because you're going to have more revenue for a similar cost. So I definitely advise you to at least maybe try it. Okay, the last theme we're going to look at is this one, Sense. So I've only selected 3, not to make the video too long, but of course the 6 could definitely be used for one product websites. And these are just the free themes, but the paying one are also very fine, obviously, and then it's just a matter of personal taste. But since it's the second time this week someone asked me how much they needed to put, what amount of money they need to spend to have a nice theme, I want to show you that you can actually have very nice website for 0. And this one is really good as well. So you have this space that you can use to describe your brand. Similarly to the previous one here, instead of showing different products, you would show just one, or use this space to show different benefits or your product in different settings, in different contexts. Here you have a nice quote and you can talk about your mission and things like that. So that's really good. Here you have a very visual section. So use this maybe to show a video of your product, or to show like nice big images of your product in context, or with a customer sharing a picture of your product, maybe a gallery of images from Instagram or things like that. Below that you have I like this we didn't see on the previous website, little features like this with icons, a big text and a smaller text which describes the feature. I think that's really cool. And then here again a few visual elements which in your case wouldn't lead to categories, but which would be used for testimonials or blogs or you know, something else about your product. Okay, and that's the footer. And I just wanted to finish by showing you one example which I really liked, that's using this theme, which is called Sense. So again, this is one of the free, it's not this one, but I want to show you in the Shopify theme store, Sense. So this is one of the free themes. And this is an example of the a website which I analyzed last week in my live. So this was shared by someone on Reddit asking for feedback, and I just love this website. And this is a good example. It's a one product website selling slippers that put a smile on your face. And so this, you see, is exactly the Sense theme, and they made a great job, I think, using the good pros and the strong aspects of this theme, and replacing the elements that didn't make as much sense with meaningful information that helps create trust with the reader. So here, you have this nice mission statement. You have these you have these little icons here. You could add a little description below, but this is very nice to have. Then you have the product description, you see, and you have a quote. Then you have, so you need to add more information, as I said before, to replace the missing elements that you would have on a website, so collections, galleries and stuff like that. So if you just have one product and that's it, and that's the only section, it's going to be it's not going to be enough information. You need to add more. So here you have something about the community support, about the website owner. Here you have some nice reviews from the customers. You have an About Us section, which is more detailed, explaining why they started this business. Then you have some frequently asked questions. That's a really good idea to include in the page. Then you have the discount if you give your email, which is always good to capture emails, leads. And then you have this testimonial and reviews section. You see, so they made a good job adapting this default theme, this one, and make it work beautifully for a one product website. And I want to show you lastly also the product page, because as I said, this is one of the features of this 2.0 theme from Shopify. It's that you can very easily and flexibly adapt and change the layout of all pages, including product pages. So in addition to the usual, product image and the description, button and everything, they added more things like, so this again to capture leads, and then they have testimonials below. And if you wanted to, you could add even more sections below that. So it's customizable. So you could add longer description. You could add again a small paragraph about your mission, your values, about you. You could add a big video showing the product in context. So you can add a lot of stuff. It's very adaptable and flexible, which is why I think it's a great place to look at for one product websites, I definitely recommend you checking the 2.0 themes from Shopify. Okay, I hope this was helpful. I will put these links in the description of this video. If you like this video, please put a like, subscribe to the channel to not miss any video. If you want more help and if you want to share your website, if you need any help getting started, feel free to contact us at Ad360. We recently released our app. So we run an app that helps businesses grow their sales by managing all their ads in one place, all from Shopify. It's all under one roof. It's super easy to get started with retargeting and other ads like geolocated ads, hyper-local advertising. We automatically generate advertising banners so you can start advertising right away, even if you don't have a designer or a creative artist making ads for you. So all these things are nice features to help you advertise. And since we released recently, at the moment, we're offering a lot of services to help clients be successful and run a nice shop. It's first, it's our mission to make business owners happy and successful. And secondly, it's in our interest that you're successful over the long term. And for that reason, we're giving a lot of free services. So we can help you set up your website. We can help you review your website. If you need specific help on any of the aspects that I talk about in this channel, feel free to contact us. I'd be super happy to give you help, a free audit, consulting on your marketing strategy, your advertising strategy, discussing how to bring visitors to your shop. And once you're ready, if your website is up and running and you're doing good, then we can discuss setting up ads for your business to accelerate your success. So there will be a link in the description to book a demo and get free advice and free audits. If you're interested, I look forward to discussing with you. It was a pleasure to give you a few tips. Have a good day. See you soon. Bye.